running.
Well, I think we are. Yes. We should be.
The pause that refreshes.
Thought you said you had refreshment there. I thought that would have been handy.
That was some kind of lunch, though.
Oh, I know. That's a
Whoa.
lunch you have to have a sleep after.
Oh, that was naughty. This came the 29th.
Oh,
And it's from Jan. And you get that.
thank you very much.
And you get that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jan.
What is the only animal in the jungle that the lion is afraid of?
An elephant.
The lioness.
The lioness. Well, there we go. Excellent.
Dogs feel very strongly that they should always go with you in the car in case the need should arise for them to bark violently at nothing, at noting another dog next to the car.
Yes, this is very true.
That's true. If aliens saw us walking our dogs and picking up their poo, what would they think is in charge? Who would they think?
The dog.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's
pretty
true.
funny.
Thank you. Keep these.
This is her again.
Yes.
She mailed this one the 23rd,
Oh,
and she sealed it better. There we go. See how I go through the end?
I know.
That's pretty funny.
That's why. That's the reason I know to keep away from you with one of those things.
Right.
Thank you.
You got that one, and you got that
Thank
one.
you very much, Jan.
Dear Mother, or Math, please grow up and solve your own problems. I'm tired of solving them for you.
Dear Math, that's about right. Maths problems.
Yes, okay.
Just you don't have them.
Okay, no, I don't really too much. I feel sorry for people who don't have dogs. They have to pick up the food they drop on the floor.
That's exactly right.
That's right. When don't know where your kids are in the house, turn off the internet and they'll show up quickly.
Yes, very true.
She find where she finds them.
Or I'll tell you, or in the house over there, or in fact not that house, the previous house, it used to be when the electricity would go out, we had a power outage, everybody would congregate. You're like, there they all are, little souls. Now, here we go. This is from Sam Keys.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Oh, phone. What am I doing?
What?
Phone. Phone.
Phone? Which phone?
Not that one.
This one?
Yep. How am I supposed to read that screen?
I didn't think that phone was ringing.
No, I've got to get the comments from it, the
Oh.
questions. I don't have
Oh.
to do that.
Okay.
Otherwise I get all messed up, more than usual.
Here
Ooh.
we go. Look at that. Hey, you're all excited. Wow.
Thank you very, very much. Look. Whoa, ho, ho.
Yes.
That's,
Oh, wow.
So that's us getting pretty close to having to do a great big worming.
Yes.
Just don't tell the donkeys because they don't like it much. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Right, you're going to love these. I've got a good idea what these are.
The way you're holding it was kind of funny. They do have a tear strip, don't they?
Yes, sometimes. It's for my donkeys. Thank. Is there a label in there? Yes.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Terry Rose.
Thank you so very much. So, here, donkey flyware.
Yep.
Wait till you see me chasing these round the paddock.
Yeah.
And wait till you see me putting them on the blinking
That's
donkey.
the kind that work the best.
Yeah, because they've got wee skinny legs, donkeys.
Really?
Yeah. The ones that work really well on the big horses and the mules are the ones that are that sort of shape, and they just look like you've taken a bit of paper and wrapped it round and velcroed it down the side. And they're super because they've got such big legs. The problem is when you put them in the back legs, with Mo in particular, she likes to make sure she aims the poop to the back of her leg, so you spend your time emptying them.
Are these different sizes?
No,
Oh,
The-
there's more of them.
yes, we've got a lot of donkeys. Thank you.
Terry Rose.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Yes. And you know, it's so ridiculous. I get so excited because that's us going to do worming, and that's us going to do, we've got our fly.
Fly.
Yeah. And then I actually have to remember that I have to put them on and get the wormer into them as well, and that's the not fun part.
I can't understand why you have trouble.
I can't understand why I have you seen our donkeys? Have you seen our donkeys when you start flapping something at them? They're like, ooh, don't know. They're terrible. Oh, this is from Fugen. Ah,
What is this?
it's from Fugen,
This is from my friend Fugan.
and it's very heavy.
Very heavy.
Oh,
You know, every morning we eat our breakfast off Fugan's dishes.
no.
So Fugan keeps us going.
We function on Fugen.
We function on food. There's a good expression. This is another box.
Oh, that's a good monkey fish size box.
Well, it is, I suppose. Oh, it's a Himalayan thing.
Oh, it's salt licks.
It is.
That's
probably.
super. Excuse me.
Ah,
Excuse me.
ah.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Can I take the light box?
Take the button.
You can have the heavy one.
What does it say?
It said on the.
It said on that thing?
Yes. Thank you very much, Fugan. So these are our Himalayan pink salt.
Just don't hang them over the water bucket.
No. And the goats love them, and the horses love them, and it keeps them drinking and hydrated, and gives them essential minerals.
There you go.
Oh, there's two of them.
Two of them. You can pick it up now.
I will. It's quite heavy. Thank you. Oh my god. Right, I'm spinning, sort of. Oh. Now this has got my name on it, okay? So just open it gently in case somebody's
Open this gently.
yeah, in case somebody's ordered something that we don't know about.
Okay. We won't dig down too deep. I can't do it.
Open it gently, I said. Wallop.
There we go.
Oh! Look!
Wow!
Oh no, now I'm really going to have to worm the little stinkers.
Wow! This is double thick.
Thank you so much. This is perfect.
We don't have that many, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
We do indeed. Does it have a name?
1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I might work in my wrestling skills.
Horses 6 months of age or older.
Yes.
Doesn't this say 1,000 pounds?
Yep.
Someplace?
So I should get three per
3 donkeys.
donkeys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do have. We have a standardbred that Equine Rescue Network they rescued for another rescue, and we'll bring it in and finish off its quarantine. And that horse, that standard bred, there's no name. Thank you, whoever this was.
That's you, wasn't it?
No?
Oh, somebody else said that?
Yes.
Oh, my word.
No, I just can't find a name.
Wow.
And the standard bred and our mini Wilbur, who's coming in, they'll have to have this as well. So I've got another 2 to pop on that, so that's perfect. We've got that covered.
That's an impressive amount.
Do you want to hold the donkeys while I shove it in? Oh dear. Oh gosh. This has got your name on it.
It's got my name on it?
There you go.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my.
I don't know how to open it.
Oh, wait, there's an envelope on the bottom. Oh gosh, that's for my daughter. Sorry, Eva.
Okay.
Oh, it's because have you got the smile up the right way?
Yeah, well, I will in a minute here. Like that way?
Yeah.
This is not going to be easy. Oh, there it is.
It never is easy.
Okay. This is for the mister.
Oh, the fan.
Boy, our water is so full of rocks and boulders and things
Uh-huh.
that it really has to be filtered out, or you just plug yourself up but quick.
Right.
So that's supposed to be a filter. I don't
So
know.
even the town water,
What?
even the town water is full of minerals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is a personal air conditioner deal, which I thought would be fun to play with. You're always complaining about being too hot.
I am. Always.
Well, you put some water in this, and then you blow it at yourself in it.
Ah, that's going to be perfect. You won't know whether or not it's sweat
Yeah.
or whether or not it's water.
It provides the sweat.
Ah, excellent.
I don't understand how this one works. Hopefully that's directions. Here, you can have that to play
Okay,
with.
thank you.
Let me just look at this. I wondered when I bought it. See, I don't understand. I don't understand it.
Almost looks like it goes inside a hose, but it'd have to be a really big hose.
I know it. Or not a hose, just comes out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand that one. I think the next one I buy, I'm going to buy in conjunction with the mister.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know what this one is.
Yes.
This was the very cheapest.
Well, it's, you know, it's a real tricky thing. Getting the minerals out of anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the reason you have to is because those sprayers are such a fine mist. That, what have we got here?
a very wet box.
Poultry.
Oh,
Something
great.
to do with poultry. Oral vitamin supplement.
Yes, exactly, because they're looking like straggly little monkeys. Thank you. Who is that?
Who did that? Maureen Peters.
Thank you very much, Maureen.
There you go.
At least
Maureen.
with this one, you don't have to syringe it in. You just sort of like put it in the water, which is a bit of a relief. Thank you very much. Now,
Now, got the smile in the right direction.
yes, this is from Fugan. Yeah, I have. It's heavy. Here, you have it.
Ooh, good.
Yes. Oh, it's in here.
Ooh, I almost got myself.
Ah,
Look out, here I come.
okay. Oh, oh. It's for you. It's Senior Accelerator Weight Gain.
We did that at lunch today.
We did. So,
Oh,
thank
boy.
you. This is weight gain accelerator, and it's for Betty Not So White and Miss Momo. We just sprinkle that gently over their mash, and whatever flavour's in it, they really like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
In fact, it must smell really quite pungent because Miss Momo's in with the blind pony at the moment, and the blind pony has now worked
Found
out.
it?
Yeah, she smells it and she walks over and she goes to Mo's feeder, and Mo just, she's so gentle, she just stands going, and the pony's like, whatever. So we have to keep them separate now, otherwise the pony, who does not need weight gain, is on the weight gain accelerator.
Oh.
So thank you.
Fat, omega-3 fatty acids, flaxseed, etc. Wasn't that lovely? Okay.
Yes. Is that rain? Oh my gosh, it really is
Is it rain?
Yep. It's we're supposed to have rain for about 3 days. It's really bad.
Okay.
It's getting to that heavy, thank you very much. It's getting to that heavy, horrible way. So, you were out early this morning.
I was. I had to go and get blooded.
Yes. Oh, I better take that. Thank you.
And I was supposed to stay there and go see my family practitioner with this leg that you pounded all the corn
Yeah.
seed into.
I did. I patched it.
What is it?
Cornstarch.
Cornstarch. We had a, and it was not me totally, because I had a bleedy up here
Yeah.
that stopped, but that one doesn't.
It's really deep.
It's really, it can't be that deep. It's right on the bone.
Yeah, but it is really pitted. I mean,
It's really pitted.
Yeah.
That's why you had to pound it.
That's why I had to put it in with a spoon.
Put it in with a spoon,
It
and
was
she
like-
pounded it in my leg.
It was like cement.
Well, we changed it once. We pulled off the cement to
Yeah.
see whether it fixed it.
Yeah.
And it hadn't fixed it. It just
No.
pounded it in a hole.
No.
So,
It's like plugging a ship.
right. So we pounded in some more, wrapped it up, and slept all night, which was very nice. But I went to see my general practitioner with my foot in the air, and I was hoping she'd pick it off and see what had happened.
Yep.
She said, "Don't touch it."
See? Jolly good job.
Right. So it's still wrapped up with the original. She said, "Just don't touch it. It's supposed to heal from the inside." Okay. It's going to be tough. Better keep the spoon and the cornstarch handy.
Yeah. And I actually spoke to Dr. Parrott about your leg,
Oh, did he?
and he said another coagulant is black pepper.
I don't know where he got that one from.
So we're halfway to a marinade. We're fine.
Oh,
So, and then Carly and Judy, they took the two chickens out
that's true.
for a visit.
Yes, because we couldn't take the dogs. Having just been in a dog fight, they'd have to stay home for a while
And behave themselves.
and behave themselves. So they took chickens,
Yeah,
and everybody had a good time.
exactly. But we do actually still have the dog team, because we've got Sizzle and we've got Carl.
Yes.
So if we require dogs, we've got travelling dogs, so we're fine.
I know, but we're getting short on this, and I told you this. I need a puppy. Or one
No,
or
you
two.
did not tell me that. You said I need 2 puppies.
Well, 2 if they're small.
2 if they're small, bite-sized.
If it's a well, I could do two days.
No, you've gone from 1 big dog or 2 small dogs, and now you're up to 2 big dogs.
Well,
That's
two
going-
is almost as easy as 1.
That's going in the wrong direction, you know.
What?
That's going in the wrong direction. We'll be up to 3 if we don't get going.
It took me 11 days to have pasta,
Yes.
totally wild, go through the whole Canine Good Citizen test. 11 days.
Yes.
Come on now.
And he's still lovely.
He is lovely.
Yep.
He's doing a good job where he is, and he's just fine.
And he's got a beautiful red coat.
What?
He wears a beautiful red coat out and about.
Oh,
He looks
good.
cozy.
She's taking good care of him.
She's taking very good care of him. So that's super. So we had them out, and then on our way back for your second trip to the hospital, we
Right.
went for a light lunch at Five Guys.
Five Guys. I had not really been exposed to Five Guys because they don't have a drive-through.
No,
So, but you went in.
I went in.
She came out with a milkshake, with milkshake and French fries. And when they got all that, what else you got to eat?
Well, I think you quite enjoyed the burger.
The burger was super. When I finally got that, but I was all set really with the milkshake and the fries.
And the
Oh,
whipped cream on top of the milkshake.
Whoops! Yeah, I had a good day.
Yes. So we roly-polied back home,
Right.
roly-polied up into here, and lo and behold, the animal officer had been here.
That's true.
Yeah. So we've got them all sorted out, the dogs,
Yeah.
and
They're supposed to be quarantined for 11 days.
yes, so they'll be back out, I think, in circulation on the 13th, which is
Whatever.
good because at that point we'll have worked out how to take out their stitches while we're at it.
Right.
Such fun. Haven't we got the best agenda? We've got the staples to come out of the dogs. We've got the goats and the animals to be done with their worming paste.
Yeah.
And then eventually, once the flies come back, we've got the donkeys to get their legs sorted.
Well, let's make sure that my little fan thing doesn't disappear.
No.
That's the kind of thing that if we get it at mail call and then it goes away into the breezes and I don't know where anything is.
No, it's not good. So we will put that somewhere safe.
Right.
And then we'll spend at least a day looking for it. But we will know it's in the house.
For 25.
You know what you're supposed to do? When you downsize and go into smaller accommodation, everything's supposed to be really easy to find.
Not true.
No, it's not working, is it?
Well, I've got this additional thing over there in Building 25.
Yeah, your add-on. That's cheating.
Right.
Yes, it's all going. So, I'm surprised we're awake after lunch.
I know. And pills. And somebody, the veterinarian knows. She's a doctor.
Yes,
A people doctor.
yeah, the people doctor.
She has put me on pills to stop the itch. I hope.
And the side effect is?
And they're supposed to make me sleepy. And not too intelligent. So don't expect too much.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning could be quite exciting.
I've resented taking this stuff for a long time, but I tell you, I spent last night just scratching and scratching and scratching.
But you better not scratch in your sleep, though.
I do.
Yeah, but you can't if you're crashed out and sleeping.
No, it's not true.
Yes, but if you do that, you'll bleed and then we won't know.
I know. It's a problem.
Yes, just a bit.
Well, I bled into my shoe and I didn't even know it.
What's that why you're wearing your boots now?
When Bud was here, we're sitting here talking, and all of a sudden I
Squelch.
realized this, I got a wet foot. I go, what the hell? And it was full of blood. Came right out of my leg.
And it didn't go back in your leg, I can
No.
tell you. It just kept coming.
Just kept coming till we ran into the cornstarch.
Yes, yes. Non-GMO, I might add.
Huh?
Non-GMO. It was the healthy
Oh,
cornstarch. You're
healthy
fine.
corn, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing bad.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you very much for everything that's come in. That's amazing. And Wanda is still with Janine. She is.
Good.
And they're still in South Carolina. So they did not leave this morning to travel up.
No, she's now coming on Friday.
We shouldn't actually bother mentioning days.
I have a feeling that's not going to work
Yeah.
either, but
Well, firstly, we don't remember which day it is at the best of time. And, yeah. And Janine changes the days anyway.
yeah.
So, she's coming.
Pointless procedure.
I know. So she's coming. I tell you who is coming as well. Is
Mary.
Mary.
What does she do here?
What day is the 7th?
Not today. Today.
Thursday.
We're 5.
Yeah, Thursday. So Mary might be back on Thursday, but maybe not, because she's driving.
Oh,
So she
she
just
might run into Janine on the road.
she might. She could pick up Wanda.
There you go.
That would be good. So
Ah.
we're looking forward to seeing Mary when she makes it back. That will be lovely.
You know, I don't think I could put Mary out of a crowd. I cannot remember what she looks like. If somebody said to you, okay, we're going to draw her, you know.
Well, you're lucky I can then.
Well, yeah, right. You're right there. I can see what you look like.
Well, we may have anybody living in the trailer then. That's problematic.
Yeah.
You could say, yes, just pop on over to your trailer. You're fine.
You're all set.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, yes, that Starbucks stop was on Saturday, and I found the picture of you eating the puppuccino whipped cream, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I posted that. And lunch mark was Five Guys. Or as they say in my family, Five Guys, burgers and fries. So, there we go. The wormer that I use in the goats is by Mana Pro, and it's a feed-in wormer, and I'm actually not confident that that's the best wormer to use, so I might be revising that one. It's
Well, it used to be about every wormer was ivermectin.
yes.
Is it still that way?
No, because they do for different worms, tapeworms, pinworms. They do, and in fact, there used to be the thinking used to be that you rotated through different
Yeah, I
wormers,
remember that.
and now they're like, no, just do this wormer and that wormer. And I suppose it depends, but we actually went through a long time in Meredith just doing fecal counts, and we didn't have a very high worm load. Don't ask why, but we didn't. So our fecal counts were low, so
Yeah.
I kind of backed off and was worming sort of like every 6 months. And
Oh, every 6 months is quite regular. Because Dr. Paul,
what does he say?
he's the other call it, he just can't put weight on this horse, and he just can't figure out what's the matter with the horse. And the first thing he always says is, when do you worm him last?
Yeah,
And always that's been the case.
yeah,
I can remember, that was once a year.
yeah. Well, I think what we do is we start off with the Quest, and then we go on to the Quest Plus, and that should cover the whole range of worms that we
I
could
read the
possibly have.
labels.
Glad you read the labels. I just asked Dr. Parrott.
Oh,
That's who I get my info from. I'm like, when in doubt, and I say, I was just wondering.
well, it used to be it was ivermectin.
Yes,
And it was a lot cheaper to buy the ivermectin in the bottle.
yeah. And the liquid.
That's all it was.
Do you know that ivermectin in the bottle? That's what we use for cellulitis in the horses and donkeys and mules.
Yeah, it's a very strange medicine.
Yeah. And they tell you have to be so careful with it not to get it in your skin and absorb it.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, we're slapping this stuff on like sun cream.
No, because you can apply it.
Mhm.
They can swallow it, breathe it, or you
Yeah.
can wipe it on.
Yeah. But we use like a bottle full.
I've been on ivermectin. I know a little bit.
Well, that doesn't
I
surprise
was on
me.
one cc, you know, 10 cc maybe, once a day for a month. You used practically the whole bottle.
And did it do anything?
No, that was the itch. They were trying to cure the
Oh,
itch
okay.
at that point. That was Mass General that told me that.
I bet you didn't have cellulitis.
No,
though.
I didn't have anything.
Or worms.
No, I didn't have any worms either.
Works for something. It's yeah. So we
No, if you give it for the heartworm thing,
yes.
there's only, yeah, it doesn't get heartworm, but it cures everything else.
Yeah.
So when you say, you know, vary this, that, and the other, read the labels. Read the labels, because the labels, they have to be telling it true.
Yes. Exactly. It's a tricky business. That's why I like to go and speak to Dr. Parrott and get his estimation, and I go from there. Because there's actually so many wormers you can choose now.
I know.
You know, and...
But they're all, for a while there, they were all ivermectin.
Yeah.
They just give it a fancy name or something.
Yes. Is it not ivermectin that doesn't do tapeworm? Or strongyloids? Can't remember. There's one of them.
When's the last time you had an animal with a tapeworm?
No, I don't know. There has actually. I think because we travel more and the animals travel more. I think there have been. They come out in segments. I can tell you. I remember sending Janine a photo, and I'm like, "What kind of worm's this?" And she was like, "Well, where did you find it?" I said, "In the horse poo." It was just like a pink big garden worm, and she's like, "I don't know." So I sent it to Dr. Parrott. I went, "What kind of worm have I got?" It's like,
did he tell you?
yes, he did. Can't remember now though.
Oh.
It's very exciting.
The tapeworm comes out in segments.
Yes, it comes out broken up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's Taco Tuesday.
What?
It's Taco Tuesday in California. It's all right for some.
Cattle?
In California, it's Taco Tuesday.
Cattle Tuesday.
Taco. You know the
taco.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
My daughter had that in school today.
Those nice. They're interesting.
They're nicks, and they're filthy,
They work.
and they're enormous, aren't they?
They are enormous.
Oh dear. Yes, horses and donkeys, they can eat peanut butter, and they
Right.
quite enjoy it. Peanut butter for horses and donkeys. Yeah.
You don't want to get too exotic.
Right. If the dewormers were from Sam, amongst the other books, thank you very much. There was no papers in the box. We did look. I know. I'm not thinking that it's just dangerous for Carlene to be using the blade to open the boxes, but if you've seen the way she sort of like waves that round, that pointy thing round as well, that's quite dangerous to get too close to as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, here's people saying, please get Carlene a puppy. Have you been putting people up to this?
Of course.
Oh dear.
We're going to have 65 puppies arrive at the gate tomorrow.
I know. Oh dear. So the dogs had to be in quarantine because it's a rabies protocol. Because what happens is, even though both dogs are current with their rabies injections, the state laws just basically say that if there's been dog bites and they've been registered by the vet, they just have to stay in quarantine for 10 days, and it's, you just comply with it and get on with it. And then the animal control lady or gentleman will come back and they'll say they're not frothing at the mouth and they're good to go. And that's how that works. Although horses are 30 days.
What?
Horses are 30 days.
That's that damn other disease.
Strangles.
Strangles.
Yeah. Although, and it's really silly because strangles can actually appear after the 30
Yeah.
days.
Strangles is all over the place. It's
Yeah.
like saying you're not going to get a cold when you send your kid to daycare center.
At which point you're going to get a cold, you're going to get flu, you're going to get
everything there.
head lice. You name it, you got it.
Got it.
And in fact, there's a lot of speaking to Dr. Parrott since he's been to see us 3 times in the last week. Poor
All
man.
because of a testicle problem.
All because of the testicle problem.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a different story.
Yeah, boys. Anyway, I think there's quite a lot of active cases of strangles in Massachusetts at the moment. So,
But I think it's a virus. I think it's one of these things you get it and you don't get it again.
I've never had it, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, I've always operated under that because
Yeah.
the things we have here, when you'll bring in a case of strangles and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, the ones we have here have all had it.
Yes. Or they've been quarantined for 30 days.
Well, then the one you bring in gets quarantined for 30 days, but still,
Yeah.
ours don't catch it.
No.
No, I know. That's the point I'm trying to make here.
Well,
going over a little slow.
I couldn't hear you. So yeah, so we've been fortunate, but we're very careful, and we've got robust animals.
No, I haven't been careful because I think they don't get it again.
Well, you stop causing trouble. Oh, dear. Oh, you have to wear gloves to bed.
I have gloves.
She does.
I can't find them.
Oh, did they not come in a wee while ago?
They did. They have the ends on them that I can tap my telephone.
Oh dear.
But they're gone.
Yeah. Oh, the vet hospital calls the dog officer because you actually have to report bites, and so anytime there's a dog fight and there's anything broken, it has to be and stitched up, it has to be recorded because it's just rabies protocol, so that's pretty common.
And rabies is around.
Yes.
I have had to have rabies treatment.
Have you had rabies?
Well, we were trying to keep me from getting rabies. No, because I handled a wild animal. Actually, I didn't handle it, but people were afraid of it.
What kind of wild animal?
It was a coyote.
Well, that would do it.
It was a coyote, and it was in the arena.
Right.
And the animal people came and shot it.
Did they?
Yeah. And I literally, I'd been careful. I knew better than to touch it, type thing. But having had it in the area, we just shot everybody, including me.
Well, not with a gun.
So,
No. Do you know, it was really ridiculous. When we first moved here, we don't have raccoons in Scotland, amongst other things. And there was a raccoon.
you don't have rabies in England.
No, that's why the dogs can move back and forward. So that's why when my animals coming from the UK didn't have to quarantine coming in here.
Right.
Because we don't have
But
rabies.
you can't get into England.
No, you can't get it there. And I was so excited because there was a raccoon just sitting in front of the garage door one night. So I went and got the children and I put torch. I was like, look, it's a raccoon. Isn't this amazing? And the children were like, yeah, whatever. And I'm all excited because there's this wee raccoon. And it sort of ambled over and it went up one of the trees. And I'm like, goodbye, wee raccoon. And then there was somebody coming to work in the house the next day. And I said, it's really amazing. I said, I saw my first raccoon yesterday. And he went, right, okay, did it go in front of the car on the road? I went, no, it was sitting outside the garage. And he went, uh-huh. And did it see you? And I went, oh yeah, I went and got the children. And he went, it probably had rabies, which is why it wasn't moving. I was like, right, excellent. Well, there we go. I was like, oops, dearie me. Oh, so Mary, I think, is here for 5 days. And then I think she has family in Connecticut, so she'll probably travel round about again. But I think if we're lucky, she's going to be in the area and she'll just keep popping in. So that will be lovely. Oh, look, here's our friend here. So Clover went to a private home. And the fact that it's on a farm that they sometimes breed donkeys is neither here nor there. We were actually more concerned that Clover herself was actually pregnant because she and Harley and Pockets, believe it or not, ended up being trapped in another farm's barn with a jack donkey that had escaped. So I think the suggestion that we actually sent Clover to a breeding farm is a bit far-fetched. And I think you also need to realise that we go through a very rigid external process to ensure that the homes that the animals are going to are suitable to standard. So
People make up the damn
I
things.
know it's a bit silly, but you can always find a negative in a positive, however hard you like to look.
Some of these are just wildly rumors that just, it's not even negative, they're just wild.
Yeah. And no, she didn't have a foal. And that could possibly be because they sometimes self-abort, and
Or they weren't pregnant in the first
or they weren't pregnant in the first place. That's the donkey that is currently under the care of the vet.
I've had an awful lot of these vets and pregnancy tests be all wrong.
Well, we just recently had one with Winnie. Remember the big mammoth donkey.
Yeah.
And Winnie, I actually had a lovely, really phenomenal home for Winnie, and the vet, and we did, just because she'd come from auction, we did a vet pregnancy test, and it came back positive. So we were like, okay. So there was another donkey at the time, and they took the other donkey, and that was super. And they came back about 3 months ago, and they said, is Winnie showing any signs of being pregnant? And I went, absolutely not. And I had Brian out, and he just did a visual, and I said, at this stage in the game, she came in on this date, you did the pregnancy test here. He said, well, no, she's not pregnant.
Yeah.
And those tests...
Next week she'll have a baby.
No.
You never know.
I hope not. So that's just the way it goes, you know. It's
It's like getting an ultrasound on the dogs that are going to have puppies. You know?
Yeah.
Eventually you find out what's going on.
yeah, exactly. So we don't actually have any. It's not a definite. So why bother spending the money? And we get what we get, and we're
They
quite
all
happy
are
with it.
well fed on food.
Yes.
If she is pregnant, she should do fine.
Yeah. Carlene, had you any experience disturbing the hierarchy by taking the lead dog out of the pack for a while, then returning him or her? Can you re-establish yourself as pack leader to calm them down?
Yes, I have absolutely no trouble doing that. The problem was I was in the hospital,
Yes.
and Janine came in a great flurry and just threw them all together, and that did it. That should have happened, but it, nobody knew.
Yeah. So, but we've got it all covered, and I think we're
The
all...
big thing with getting dogs introduced to each other is you just do it slowly.
Yeah.
Because the minute anybody makes a fast movement, that's when the other dog says, oh, great, I better bite him. And you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But if you can just very slowly.
Yeah. Dogs.
Once they start fighting, you've got trouble.
How are the Fisher cats? Have you seen or heard any Fisher cats
Oh, there's
recently?
Fisher cats around here.
I haven't heard any.
I haven't heard any lately.
There was an owl last night, which was lovely. And the donkeys. Oh my God.
Ah!
Do you know Sophie's going to move into the condo bedroom? You know,
Sophie is.
the condo. Yeah, she's going in there.
Okay.
So because Carl's with me at the moment, he and I are in the condo, right? Oh my goodness. Direct line to the donkey braying. I don't hear it at the other end of the house. And so she came in and she was talking to me and she said, why are the donkeys so loud? I said, it's just because you're just that wee bit closer.
You are. The distance on sound.
Ooh.
I've got 2 audiometers in my tool bag over there.
Yeah.
Really, at 300 feet, you can't hear a dog barking.
No. You're a donkey.
You can hear a donkey.
So, yeah, so that's all. That's all going to be very exciting for her. She just had to
Oh,
sleep
good.
sleep with earbuds. So, today's been Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday.
I don't think I have, unless he puts that thing in that I already gave him.
You don't have an article
I
in.
don't have a thing coming out.
I don't know. And we've got...
If I'm going to be on these pills for the next week,
You're not going to be worth it anyway.
it's not going to be worth anything anyway. Oh, God.
We're going to have great fun. Oh, dear. So, we're... I've got Meredith tomorrow. And what's going on down there. And I've got something else I'm supposed to be doing that I think I've got written down. Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And if anybody springs a leak, you know where we'll be going.
What?
If anybody springs a leak,
This brings a leak,
you
right?
know where we'll be going.
Oh.
Straight to the cupboard for the cornstarch.
Well, I should wrap the whole leg in vet wrap and just forget it.
Does that not make your leg a bit achy? All
It
that
should,
pressure.
yeah.
Is it not sore though?
I'll fuss about that later.
Right. Okay. Well, at least you can't scratch
Give me
it.
something else to complain about.
Just complain about it quietly though.
There you
I don't
go.
want the dogs disturbed. Okie dokie. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.